Hello and welcome to another video from the only channel you need to not only survive the current apocalypse, but actually enjoy it. And today is going to be the next part in our series about identifying this symbol. Now, if you were thinking that this was going to be about identifying the name of the symbol, sorry about that. Got a lot more going on than that here. We already explained that this represented the human female reproductive organs with a fertilized egg inside. Now, what I didn't ask you last time but meant to is, why is it upside down? I mean, aside from the fact that it's very difficult to build upside down pyramids. And instead of asking that now, I'm just going to tell you, because one of the viewers has already told me without me even asking the question. It's upside down because it's not supposed to be seen by us. It's supposed to be seen from up there, out in heaven. Now, in doing this video, I have a lot of people. I mean, this is the most comments I've ever gotten on a video. And half of them are right. The other half are wrong, but I mean, a lot of people, a whole lot of people are guessing that this is something to do with a nuclear bomb or a boat. And I think the boat one is because of the ark. And the ark is involved, but it's really not part of this symbol. So, you know, I tell people that it's not a boat, it's not the ark. But, and like I say, it's involved, but it's not part of the symbol. Now, I did have somebody, like within minutes of posting this, asked me if this is a Muslim faith, and I told them, yes, you're right, it is. It's the Muslim faith. This symbol represents the Muslim faith. And then a little later, somebody said, does this symbol represent the Catholic faith? And I was like, yes, it does. And somebody else asked, does it just represent religion? And once again, yes, because this symbol is the foundation of every single organized religion on the planet. Because this here, this triangle, represents the Trinity, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Now, if you're in a religion that is monotheistic, like a Muslim, you might say, well, that's not the basis of my faith, because I'm monotheistic. The reason you're monotheistic is because at some time in the past, some holy man realized that the Trinity was wrong. And so he started a whole new religion, but he carried along with him a whole lot of the stuff out of the old religion. So if you're Muslim, you're basically a Catholic without a Trinity. Now, I know there's a lot more differences than that, but you know there are a lot of similarities. Now, the next one is like a Protestant. You know, I'm Baptist. We don't worship no mother goddess. And the fact is, you're basically a Catholic without a mother goddess. You know, I mean, if you go back far enough, you'll see that somewhere along the line, a holy man realized that mother goddess stuff was wrong, and you separate it from the Catholic Church. Now, if you're a Catholic, you'll tell me it's not a mother goddess, it's the mother of God. It's the mother of Jesus. And that's a fact, because at some point, somebody somewhere realized worship of the mother goddess was wrong, so you changed it to be mother of Jesus or mother of God. But still, this symbol, just like all those other symbols, you know, one church has a cross, that represents their foundation. One has a half crescent, that's their foundation. One has a Star of David, it's their foundation. But every one of those comes from this. That's significant. Now, some guys will look at this and say, well, I've always said that about religion. Religion's stupid. It's all based on one thing, and it's just stupid. And I'm an atheist. I believe in evolution. And so you can't say this is the basis of my faith. You're wrong. If you believe in science, it is because in some time in the past, some alchemist realized that his form of worship was wrong. So he figured out that everything on Earth was made out of small particles, and all them particles were made out of smaller particles. If that event had never taken place, you would still be an alchemist. And as far as alchemy goes, if he was to trace his history all the way back, he would come to what was known as sacred geometry. And these are three primary symbols of sacred geometry. So really, there's nobody on the earth that does not have their faith based on this, or their religion, or their belief system. Now, I said earlier that this came from one unified belief system. But there have been two unified belief systems in history. One before the flood and one after the flood. They both had the same symbol. The only difference is, before the flood, this symbol was a little different. The eye wasn't in a triangle. The eye was all by itself. And it had markings on it, hieroglyphs mixed in with it. That symbol changed because the religion changed. The religion changed because of a significant historic event. We're going to explain what that is in another video. The first thing I'm going to tell you is this change happened, the one that we experience now with the millions of different religions. That happened at the Tower of Babel. At the Tower of Babel, everything was one unified religion. When God confused the languages, it caused the religions to be confused. It broke up their belief system. It was a crushing blow. So everybody went out different directions and their religions evolved. But there was another crushing blow to the first unified religion under the first design of this eye. And that was before the flood. For nearly 1,000 years, that religion was one solid unified religion, but a crushing blow occurred that changed human spirituality forever. And that is actually in this eye. Now remember, this one is called the all-seeing eye. The first eye was called the Eye of Ra, or the Eye of Horus. And the differences in the design reflect a historic event. A historic event that unlocks the entire Bible and world history. That's your hints. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. Don't want to survive? Don't listen to me.